Hello everybody, welcome to this very special edition of The Preacher's Plate. I am your host, Chef Preacher Man, aka Brother JD, and boy do we have something special for y'all today. But before I get into that, really quickly, I just need you to do me a favor. Would you please hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, all right, and that notification bell. Share this video with everyone. Now that we've done that, welcome to the channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you've been here before. We got something very special planned for this video tonight. Now I'm going to introduce this video and I'll talk to you a little bit throughout it. But what we're going to do, what's coming up, y'all? What's coming up? Valentine's, that's exactly right. Valentine's is a time, hey, there needs to be a little love in the air, a little romance, you know what I'm saying? So ladies, y'all can enjoy this, but I'm going to speak to the fellas, all right? Hey guys, listen, let's get honest. You need some help. You need help. Hey, anybody can take their wife or their special loved one through the restaurant door, and those have their place, but I'm going to tell you something. Your woman, your wife may not tell you this, guys, but she really longs for you to do something special like this. Nothing says I love you more than a home-cooked meal, especially for your wife. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do what's called a romantic dinner for two, a supper with your sweetheart, right here on The Preacher's Plate. So I'm going to get, the first thing we got to do is we got to decorate. We got to set things up, set the mood, set the ambience, all of that. And then we're going to get the potatoes we'll make. So on the menu tonight, we're having steak, baked potatoes, salad, and homemade yeast rolls. I'm telling you, it's going to be a wonderful meal. And for the beverages, we'll be having glass Mexican Coke in a glass bottle. And for dessert, we have some chocolate-covered strawberries. So that's kind of the menu. The itinerary is, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Take the time. I want to say this, a lot of what you're going to see, I had laying around the house, so it's easy to use. Some of it was just kind of designated to us. There are people trying to help us get our channel going, and so it's amazing the donations that we get, even just like this is actually the first one. We're like, hey, you know, buy the things you need to make dinner for your wife and put it on video. So that's what we're doing today, and so I hope it's motivation. I hope it's anonymous, but I hope that you know who you are. You're the donor. I hope this is well worth your investment. You guys are going to love this, I'm telling you. So get creative, find some ways, just set up a nice romantic dinner for two, and I believe that you will enjoy yourselves. And stay tuned to the very end, because you're not going to miss this. It's going to be a spectacular night. All right, y'all, it's time for the decoration setup, so here we go. Okay, so we're putting things together, and I ran out of time early this morning to record this, but I do want to show you, we are going to have some Texas Roadhouse style yeast rolls. Texas rolls, they're self-rising, so they're already set aside. You just put them on a cookie sheet, spray the saran wrap with some butter spray so they don't stick to the rolls. Let them rise about 3 to 5 hours depending on your preferred desired size, about when they're double in size. And then when those get done, we'll bake them in the oven and go from there. And I'll show you the next step we're going to go over and get our baked potatoes ready. We're just doing some prep work. Got a special night planned with my sweetheart, and you're going to want to do this for your sweetheart. All right, I hope you're enjoying the journey so far to a supper with your sweetheart, dinner for two. Romance is in the air. Now we're going to show you how we're going to get these baked potatoes prepped. What I'm going to do is I've got some really good size, what they call Texas taters. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to smoke these on the pellet grill for about 2.5 hours at 275 degrees. So the first thing we do is we get our potato, get it clean, and then you take a fork or whatever you want to do and just kind of poke a bunch of holes on it. You know, just kind of like you're mad at the world because of inflation and all the good things that are going on in our country. This is what the preacher does. Some preachers golf. I just stab potatoes with forks, all right? Y'all do what you want to do. It's therapy. It's therapeutic. It's good. And so you just want to get potato holes all up in that thing. I've gotten this one really good. And then I'm going to just lay that fork aside. And I've got some olive oil, some extra virgin olive oil right here. And what you do is you just roll that in that olive oil, get it coated good. It's not going to hurt a thing. And then get the excess off of it. It's good and coated. I want it to be coated really good. And then I've got a plate here. This is coarse social, I can't even talk today, y'all. It's coarse kosher salt. That's the word I'm looking for. And you just roll that. Look at that, how that salt just sticks on that tater. And you just kind of coat it real good. I want it really salty. This is your skin. It's going to be wrapped up good, but you want to coat it good. It gives it a tremendous flavor when you get that smoke in there as well. Then I take this once it's ready to go, and I simply just set it on a piece of foil sheet, a little free-size foil sheet, and wrap it up. And I'm going to wrap them twice because the salt comes out and it makes a mess on my pellet grill. And I'll wrap it twice, just like so. There you go. You have a baked potato ready to go. We're going to get these done, and when it gets closer to time, we'll set them on the pellet grill and smoke these baked potatoes at 275 degrees for about 2 to 2.5 hours until they're nice and tender. Looking forward to having a baked potato, a steak, a salad, and of course, more than anything, time with my sweetheart. Looking forward to a romantic dinner for two. We'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, y'all, just going to let you know, as far as the baked potatoes go, we've got them on the smoker. Look at that. Smoking up the baked potatoes. We'll let those finish up and we'll work on the salads here in just a minute. Okay, y'all. Hey, everybody. Now it's time to make the salads. I'm going to make these salads, put them in the fridge so they'll stay cold till it's time to eat supper. The potatoes are almost done baking. I've got the rolls in the oven. Next thing we're going to do after that is I'm going to go change, get ready for the special night with my sweetheart. Supper with my sweetheart. I can't wait. Romantic dinner for two at the house. And so what I'm going to do is make these salads real quick, show you how to do that. So I've got my salad bowls. Now you're just doing a lot of prep work like this. You're doing it in advance. That way everything gets done. And it's just no hassle. When I put the food on the table tonight, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. I've got some bacon bits here. We're just going to put some bacon bits in the salad there. I'm going to put a little bit in there. A little bit in there. And then we're going to take some cheese. My wife really loves cheese, so we're going to put a lot of cheese in that salad. Just load it up with cheese. And we got bacon bits in there, some cheese, just a beautiful organic green salad mix, and a lot of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the croutons in and get those in there. I got the croutons in there, like that. We like lots of croutons in our salad. And then, of course, we're going to do ranch dressing. That's the favorite around here. So we're going to put these together, put them in the fridge, and let them sit, just like so, just a little bit on top. And then we'll mix that down in there when it's done. Just like that, I've got two salads for dinner for two. Okay, y'all, we're getting so excited. We are really, really close to the supper with the sweetheart dinner, romantic dinner for two, right here on the preacher's plate. So we've got baked potatoes done. We got beautiful salads made. The table's decorated and gorgeous. And now the best part, the main entree. The rolls have been done and everything. So here we have two different cuts of steak. My wife, she prefers a filet. So we've got her filet. Myself prefer the ribeye. So we've got two cuts of meat here. Again, these things were graciously provided for us and donated for this purpose, and I'm thankful for that. And you know who you are out there. And so thank you for that. I hope this video is worth your investment. So here we go. The way that I like to do these is I start with a little ground kosher salt. Just put some kosher salt across there like that. And these are real simple. Anybody can do this. And then I take my favorite pepper. Y'all know I'm all the time about this pepper. And we take that coarse brown pepper, ground pepper, and we just put a little pepper on that like so. And then I take a little bit of just regular garlic powder. This is, I'm not doing these on the grill tonight. Don't have time, so we're doing it this way on the cast iron skillet. So we're gonna do that garlic powder. Then I take, this is your key. If you're gonna brown these things, you use some good old-fashioned kitchen bouquet. You can probably find that anywhere, Walmart, your local grocery store, so forth. Kitchen bouquet. Then once I've done the salt, the pepper, the garlic powder, then I just take this kitchen bouquet, and you don't want to use too much of this, because if you do, it'll get bitter in a hurry. And you just want to kind of do that right there. And don't worry about the horns blowing. Horns blow on me all the time, because people don't pay attention to what's going on. And so we just do that like so, and then we do both steaks. Just put that kitchen bouquet right across the top of those like that. It's a nice browning sauce. Then we flip them over. All right, I'm not going to worry about the sides, but I'm going to flip them over to the same thing. Take that kosher salt just like so. Do that over the top. Then get rid of that. Then I've got this black pepper. Y'all seen how we done this a minute ago. We're doing the same thing both sides, except for there's one extra step on this one. We're going to take that garlic powder, smother them in garlic powder just like so. We're going to get that like that. Behind me, I've got a cast iron skillet. Kitchen bouquet goes right on top of that garlic powder, all right? And we're just putting it on there. Don't get too heavy with it. It will be bitter. I promise you. I learned that the hard way as a young man. And you'll have to ask me about that sometime. And we do the same thing. Just put that kitchen bouquet over the top of that. It gives a nice brown crust. And just kind of rub it in like so. These are thick steaks, so I use a little more than what normal. And on the back side, I just go ahead and I put a little bit of garlic powder on there, just like so. Now, I'm gonna go behind me. I've got a cast iron skillet. I've got butter that's already getting hot. And I'm gonna take this steak and I'm gonna just set that right inside of that. Listen to that sizzle. I'm gonna do the same thing with the filet. I'm gonna let these cook for a little bit, and I got some work to do, and I'll be right back here in just a minute to show you what we got. Okay, y'all, it's all coming together now here on the preacher's plate. So we're going to take these potatoes. They've been sitting for a little bit, kind of cooling down enough to where I could open them up. Woo, those are hot, hot, hot. So we're going to make a couple of baked potatoes here. Boy, they came out. Look at that steam, boy. Those came out good. We're going to cut it right down the middle. You can do this the way you prefer. This is the way I prefer it. And I'm just going to take it just like that, set it on the plate, and we're going to add everything to it to get it nice and hot. So looky here, we've got a couple of scoops of butter, just like they would at the restaurant. You put a couple scoops of butter in there. Always have extras because you never know. And then we take some bacon bits and put some bacon bits down inside of that thing like that. And of course you gotta have cheese. So you put the cheese in there, let that get melty. Oh man, put a little salt and pepper in there with it. And then we'll put some sour cream on it. And a little salt, not a lot. And then a little pepper. And just a little pepper on top of that right there. And then look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baked potato. I'm gonna cut that one in half and set that right on top because it's a big potato. And my wife and I like a lot of butter on our potatoes. Not really a lot of butter, it's just scooped up. So there's potato number one. We're gonna get potato number two done. And then we're getting real close to the steaks. So we'll show you all this here in just a minute. Be right back. Okay, y'all, look at this right here. These steaks are almost perfectly done. What I like to do when they're almost done is take just a little scoop of garlic butter, put it right on the top of those, and about the time that melts in real good, we'll know it's time to pull those steaks off of there. Absolutely beautiful. You're going to love these steaks, I'm telling you. And so I'm going to get these finished up and set the table, put the plate together. We'll be right back here on the preacher's plate. Oh, supper with my sweetheart, romantic dinner for two. You're going to have to try this, fellas. Your lady will love you for it. Okay, y'all. I hope that you have enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed putting it together for you. Romantic dinner for two. Valentine's is coming up. I'm looking forward to having supper with my sweetheart. So this is going to be the end of the video here. You'll see some things that we're going to do. You'll see the final product. And all I'm going to say to you, it smells wonderful up in here. Is looking forward to it. So let me do the best thing that I have done all day. Let me go get my beautiful bride. Shall I? Bride, oh bride, hello my love, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to your lovely romantic dinner for two. Let's go, shall we here?
Okay.
May I? Oh, yes. This is the best part I've been waiting for. Would you mind standing right there for just one moment? This is the part. This, my lady, is a filet cooked to perfection, topped with garlic butter with seasoning, a loaded baked potato with bacon, butter, cheese, and sour cream, salt crusted, wonderful salad, and of course our favorite Mexican Coke. So will you be joining me for dinner tonight? Sure. Well, would you please just sit here? There's something else I forgot to tell you. If you look to the right of you here, you will find some wonderful chocolate covered strawberries, a bowl full of chocolate there. So allow yourself to get comfortable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make us a drink. Can I pour you a drink? I would love to pour you a drink today. Happy anniversary. Oh, I love this. This is a glass Coke. Now, I don't know if you saw the glass. It says, what does that say?
Happiness is homemade.
This is all about homemade happiness. That's what this whole thing's about. So if you don't mind, I will pour you some glass Coke here. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is going to top it off wonderfully. And so there you are, my lady. And I will set that there. And if I don't mind so myself, I think I'm going to pour a little more in there. Get you all filled up good. Oh yeah, how about that? Does that look right? Looks good? Okay, and I'm going to pour mine. But actually what I want to do before that is I'm going to join you for dinner if that's all right.
That would be great.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, this is wonderful.
It looks delicious.
I love you.
Love you.
Man, I'm so excited.
I feel very special.
You are. You're the special lady in my life, and I'm glad God gave you to me. Let's pray and bless this food, and then we'll break some bread.